Welcome to today's class. This is a 40-minute full body Pilates workout. Grab a weight, a block, and meet me in a standing position. All right, so we are warming up from the bottom up, work every body part a little bit, and in 40 minutes you will have your whole body hopefully nicely mobilized and stabilized. So let's start with the feet. First of all, find your feet in a slightly pigeon-toed position, which means your second toe should be straight forward. Watch that your knees are over your ankles, hips are over your knees, shoulders over your hips, and then your head just gently set back. Visualize that you rotate your thigh bones or your thighs to the outside, so we create a little bit of a tonus there, and then a little bit of a softness in the knees. Okay, lifting all 10 toes up and just placing them down as widely spread as we can. And then we're going to just start coming up. So finding your center of balance, moving. Might take a couple adjustments. You can put your hands wherever it's comfortable. So once you feel that you have the right position for your feet and the right balance, we're going to pump it up and stay and try to get that lift as high as we can, with a slight pause at the top there, right? Pushing it up, and I'm going to count us up and down, pushing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, a little higher, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 more. There you go, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 9, 8, all the way up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Shake it out. And then come into just a wider stance. Squat position, not going too crazy. Put your hands on your thighs. Sit yourself back. And come into a deep seat with your knees over your ankles. Visualize sit bones pull together. Pull your belly in. Keep your spine nice and long. And then just sit back down and move through your hip flexion, which is what we are after. Keep that tailbone reaching back. Squeeze. Counting us up and down. Tiny movements right at the tip of the range there, squeezing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Keep moving. Try to minimize the movement in your knees so there's not a lot of flexion here happening, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 2, 4, 6, 8, 60. 2, 4, 6, 8. You should start feeling it. 70. 2, 4, 6, 8, 80. 2, 4, 6, 8. 10 more. 8 and 6. 4, 2, and come up. A little bit of glute engagement. Turn over to the side. Going to a gentle lunge, finding a good solid knee over ankle. Back leg is soft. Sit down and come down to your thigh, ideally being horizontal. Do what works for you. Visualize you have your knee pushed into that wall there, right? And we're going to just find our space here. Try to drop the tailbone down so we're not arching the lower back so much. Pushing nice and strong. And here we are going through the knee flexion as well as hip flexion. Trying to keep the crown up to the ceiling. Looking good. Squeezing. 10 more times. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2. Beautiful. Reach your arms behind your head. Right elbow goes to your left knee or your forward knee. Extend your back leg. And then we're going to reach towards the left. Squeeze. Squeeze. 5 more times. 4. Lengthen out the upper body. 3, 2. Last one. Reach your arms back. Lengthen your upper body even more so as though you're being shot out of a cannon. If you want, interlace your hands. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Drop your right shoulder again. And we're going to dip down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Beautiful. Drop that right hand down. Reach your left arm up. Take a couple of breaths. Extend your back leg out. Deep breaths in. Try to keep a little bit of weight on that left leg, that not everything rests on your right wrist. Perfect. Bring your left hand down from your foot. Step into a downward dog. Just 2 breaths here. Walk it out a bit. Right leg reaches up and swing it through into a forward lunge. You're almost at the same angle as that, right? Can you go in there, go from there, from that for now. All right, once we're there, we're going to again find our position, really important. Stack yourself. Pull your left knee forward, or left hip forward. Find a position and drop into that nice, supported, strong lunge. And trust your legs that they're strong enough to hold you there and support you throughout it. And that will be the majority of our leg workout for now anyway. That part is done. Squeezing. Drop the tailbone again. Don't arch into the back. Belly button connects. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Down we stay. Hands go behind the head. Now really press into that forward foot. Left elbow towards your right knee. Pull that left hip forward and we're reaching for length. Stretch. Opening up, rotating, working your right leg, your right glute. Stabilize this knee. Again, if you visualize, you roll that thigh towards the outside, we get a little bit more support and power. 5, 4, 3, 2. Beautiful. Extend your arms. Reach back if you want. Lengthen out forward. Stretch out. Rotate left shoulder to your right knee and pulsate. This should be hard. Squeezing. Tiny movements. Go for length. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2. Beautiful. Drop your left hand down. Reach your right arm up. Take a breather. And lengthen out. Right hand comes down. Step into a downward dog. And find your breath. Walk it out. Allow your ribs to really pull through your arms towards your thighs. And find the connection with the base of your fingers, especially your index and your thumb. Make sure you stay about a hip width apart with your feet. Come up onto the toes as though you're being pulled up by your hips without lifting your ribs. Lift your heels to the right. Set them down. At your left arm slightly forward. Beautiful. Couple more breaths. Warming up the shoulders. Come back to the center and over to the other side. This should feel good. Your legs already were working hard. Reach your right arm forward. Drop down. Try and stay connected with your feet, with all four corners of your feet. Keep your legs fired up. One more breath. Coming back to the center. Walk your feet forward towards your hands until you're in a nice forward fold. Lengthen on the inhale, just a half lift. And on the exhale, drop all the way down. Walk your feet together. Your toes touch, your heels are slightly apart. And on the inhale, reach all the way up. That would have been a good one. And exhale, sit back down into a chair pose. Shift your hips back. Connect your toes. Try to get the heels or the knees as far back as you can. And then rotate to your right. Left elbow to the outside of your right knee. You can either stay here or you can drop your left hand and reach up with your right. 2 breaths. Don't lose your connection to your breath. Coming back to the center, straighten your legs out, just shake them. On the inhale, we're going to reach all the way up. Exhale, sit back down. Once you find a good seat, a comfortable seat, drop your right elbow onto the outside of your left thigh and use the leverage, really twisting. You can either stay there or open up. Don't lose your breath. Legs are nice and strong. Coming back to the center, extend your legs out. Place your hands and walk, step, or jump back into a high plank all the way. Couple of breaths here, guys. Keep the belly button connected. The next exhale, lower yourself down onto your knees. Lengthen your toes all the way, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Open your chest. Roll the shoulder blades back. Lift your heart forward. The next time, I'm going to come all the way up, cobra or up dog. And then slide into a child's pose from there. Let your forehead connect to the mat or to your hands. Take a couple of breaths. And then come into a tabletop when you're ready. All right. Okay. Find your knees under your hips. Spread your fingers. Create a nice contact here. Moving hip and shoulder together on one side and then the other. Visualize your dog and you're wagging your tail. Stretch it and reach. Mobilizing your spine a little bit there. Beautiful. From here, come into a cat-cow. So the next inhale, we're going to arch out. Exhale deeply. Rounding out. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Just find that beautiful movement here. And then stay with your shoulders over your wrist. Left hand on your back. and come into shoulder blade protraction, retraction. So you can stay here, or you can modify by bringing your knees further back and having your shoulders still over your wrist. Let the shoulder blade glide along the rib cage. Keep your belly button pulled in and let it nicely warm up the whole shoulder girdle. 10 more times. 9, 8, 7. Almost there, guys. 4 more times. 3, 2, 1. Come back down. That same arm, stretch it forward and really lengthen out so we get a deep stretch in your side body here. Plus all the weight comes off the wrist. Ah, that should feel really good. Beautiful. Change sides. Right arm on the back. And then again, do your version, whatever works. Squeeze it up. The key is that you don't bend your elbow at all, and that you push and pull in both directions. Keep the belly button connected. Squeeze 10 more times. 8, 6, 4, 2, last 1. Same thing. That arm comes forward and you stretch it down. One more breath. All right, coming back. A couple more things on the shoulders. Come onto your elbows. And we're going into the dolphin pose. Interlace your hands. Come into a pike position, so your hips are higher than your shoulders, but not like a down dog. From here, we're coming forward with the shoulders over top of the elbows, the head of the elbows, and push all the way back. Inhale forward, exhale, squeeze, reach. Keep the belly button very much connected there. Reach. 5 and 4. Again, find your breath. Stay with your breath. 3 and drive through the belly. 2. Last one. All the way back. Come onto the knees. Walk your hands forward and come into a full puppy dog or melting heart. Hips stay over the knees. Walk forward and release yourself down either onto your chin or onto your forehead. Deep stretch. Let your heart melt to the floor. Couple of breaths. Beautiful. Slowly come back. And let's flip over onto the bum into a seated position. Feet are in front. Again, find a good solid place. Engage your quads a little bit just by activating a little bit of tonus there. All right, find your breath. Sit up nice and tall. And on the exhale, just come into a diamond curl back. Inhale, heart moves forward, shoulders roll back. Exhale. Keep your feet connected and work through your range here. Whatever that is, nice and strong. Reach. 3 and 2. Last one. Reaching up. Beautiful. Place your hands behind you. Reverse tabletop with a little bit of a twist. So this is one of the a little bit more arm work before we go into abs completely. Come into a reverse tabletop. Hips come up. Put your neck in a position that is comfortable for you. And we're just going to lift up. Left leg, come back down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. One more time, the other leg. We're now going into a bit of a tricep dip. So here, we're going to dip down, come up, lift up. Come down, dip, up. Other leg, reach. Couple more times. Last one. Reach up. Dip down and come all the way down. Beautiful. Okay, we're staying here in this position. The hands, shake them out. They're going to go back one more time with not as much pressure on them. But the idea is we are allowing ourselves to dip down as our legs come into 90. Support yourself here. Keep your neck in a comfortable position. Right, we're coming from here, straight up. Inhale, lengthen left leg. Exhale, back up. Alternate legs. Reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Reach nice and long. Allow yourself to come down with your upper body to counterbalance the weight. Exhale. Reach. Squeeze. 3. 2 more times. Reach. Last one. Stay up here. Both legs are going to come forward as we dip back. Right? Reaching back and coming up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 3. 2. Last one. Reach, come back to 90. Lift your arms. Reach forward in a boat pose. Arms reach. Right, we're going to lower ourselves down. Coming down, coming down, coming down. And now the legs are going to extend out. Do what you can here. Exhale, come back up. So teaser, modified teaser. And 2. Last one. Squeeze. Reach up, place your hands or your feet down, and roll yourself all the way onto the floor. Ah, well deserved. Maybe a little bit of a windshield wiper there. Lovely. Okay. Let's start. If you can, if you have a weight, grab your weight. Up to the ceiling. Left leg goes straight up. Find a good solid support. Lower back is in neutral. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze up right away. We're going to pulsate twice. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Keep the core connected and your ribs knitted down. Reach. 2 more times. Squeeze. Last one. Come all the way down. Lengthen with control. Exchange legs. Inhale, lengthen. Be mindful that your bottom rib stays in place. Exhale, curl up and pulsate. Reach. Let every cell smile in your body if we can. And keep the breath. Inhale. You should start feeling it a little bit. Keep your arms nice and long. Keep the shoulder blades connected. 2 more times. Extend that knee as best you can. Really fire it up. Squeeze. Last one, guys. Breathe. Exhale. All the way down. Beautiful. Drop the weight. Give yourself a little windshield wiper. And then put your hands behind your head. Okay, come into a forward curl up, support the head, come off the shoulder blades. Just what works here. So stay very nicely connected. Left leg comes up, right leg comes up. So be mindful of your neutral spine. Drop your left toes into the pond, pull them back up. Alternate legs. Keep your head supported, but not just the neck, right? Try to get a little bit of a lift as though the sternum was pulled towards the pubic bone here. There's a cable, and we're going to tighten that cable every time the leg comes up. 3. And 2 more times. Strong. Squeeze. Beautiful. Both legs come down. Whew. Stretch it out. Okay. Lengthen right leg down, left leg straight up. So try to get the hips square, right? The hips are square. We're going to put the hands on the inside of the hip bones, lower the leg down, controlled, and bring it all the way back up. Just a simple movement. Reach. And exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Can we connect through the outer edges of the shoulder blade? And then the next time we come down, we're going to go again to a little bit of a D, a reverse D. Reach up. Lower it down. Squeeze. Try to draw that picture with your toes if you can. Ooh. And try to keep your hips from wobbling. One more time. Reach and down all the way. Okay, change legs. Right leg goes up. Again, square up your hips as best you can. Inhale down. So you should now be nicely connected through transverse abdominis. Exhale up. Inhale. Keep the neck nice and long. Beautiful, guys. Reach up. Keep the distance between pubic bone and sternum the same here. So we're not shortening as the leg comes up, which means your pelvis isn't rolling up, isn't curling up. One more time. We're going to do the D from here. Bottom and up. Inhale down. Reverse or reverse D. Whew. Keep the hips on the floor. Be mindful here. Reach. Coming down. Last one. Reach. Come all the way down. Beautiful. Flex your feet and shift your heels towards the wall in front of you. So you get a little bit of a tilt in the hips. Should feel good to loosen it up a bit. Beautiful. And then the head does the same thing. So bring your feet at the same level. The head now goes into hinging. The chin tucks in, but the head doesn't lift off. And then it arches. This is the movement with the head, and we're now going to incorporate that with the legs. So as I tuck in, right, I'm going to push my heels away. And I open up and I point my toes. Reach. Stretch. Reach. Couple more times. Beautiful. And just release your feet and just roll your neck side to side. Trying to keep the same level with the eyes. Trying to go to your end point, whatever that may be. Excellent. Just bring your hands behind the head and just gently curl and tuck your chin into your chest. You can bring your elbows together. This is just a stretch for the neck. Again, this should feel good. Beautiful. Coming back down. Grab your weight one more time. Up to the ceiling. Left leg will go up one more time. Right leg will go into 90. This is our last ab exercise. We're going to do a little bit of side and a little bit of back stuff, and you're done. Inhale, left leg and arms reach. Exhale, curl up, pulsate, squeeze. 1, 2, 8 of these. And 2. Control the down movement, really important. 3. Watch your abs that they don't release. 4, halfway there, ready? Keep the belly button pulled in. Exhale, squeeze, up. And 5, 6, I think. I'm a bad counter. 7. Last one. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Up, up. Come all the way down. Beautiful. Change legs. Right leg up, left leg 90. Reset your back, whatever you need to. Connect through the shoulder blades. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale. Pulsate. Squeeze up. Number 1. And 2. And 3. Keep lifting off the shoulder blades there. Halfway there on the second round. Almost done. 5. And 6. Ooh, working hard. Number 7. Don't hold your breath. Last one. Good job, guys. Squeeze. Excellent. Coming down. Whew, I can feel it. Coming onto your side. Doing a little bit of side. Double leg lifts. So if you want to make it more challenging, come onto your elbow, if you're okay with it. And if that doesn't work, come all the way down. Either way is fine. Lifting up. This is what we're working, right? Going into circles, just 10 times. Really working on the side body, keeping your legs long. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Change direction. Reaching back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. I'm going to do a modification here. Modification. There. Beautiful. Change over to the other side. Choose your form, whatever works for you. Lift up, bind your legs together, 10 rolls. 2. Look down your legs to see what your circle looks like. If you had a paintbrush attached at the end of it, would that actually resemble a circle at all? 5, 4, 3, 2, beautiful. 10 more times the other way. Squeeze it back. 2, straighten your knees out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Come onto your tummy. Okay. Elbows under shoulders. Let's just stay in the Sphinx for a moment. Open up the chest and visualize you pulling yourself forward. So we're increasing the space, the length between your sternum and your pubic bone. You should feel a good deep stretch there. Try not to make it about the back. In fact, if you can, ever so gently tuck your tailbone in. Then release yourself down. Arms come forward. Make sure that your head and neck stay in line with the spine so you're not lifting it up. We're going to reach up, lift up, and swim. Inhale, opposite leg and arm move. Double in, double exhale. Keep your legs extended. 3 more times. 2, 1, and come down. Slide into a child's pose. From there, walk your hands forward. Drop your forehead onto the floor, onto the mat. Take a couple nice breaths. Give yourself some credit for the hard work you've done in a short time. Beautiful. Come into a seated position and let's just stretch out. This is our cool down. Left ankle over your right knee, and then you sit yourself up. So this is your version, or you can go into the modified version, which is the figure 4 laying down. Release. Change legs. Sit yourself upright as best you can. So the deeper you pull yourself forward, the deeper of a stretch in your hip here you will feel. Try not to round out through the lower back or the thoracic spine for that matter, but push your chest forward. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. All right, extend your legs out. Flex your feet, toes point upwards. Breathe and reach up. And on the exhale, we're going into a forward fold. Grab your toes or your ankles or your calves, anything that is accessible, and just allow yourself to come down. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, lower yourself. Give yourself time. Give your body some time to trust and release into it. And see if there's anything more to be had, right? So again, the inhale, we're going to pull ourselves forward. And on the exhale, I'm going to come down a bit more. One more breath. Coming up. Bring your soles together. Sit up nice and tall so you get a bit of a stretch in your inner thighs. Grab your feet and on the exhale, fold. Two more breaths. Nice and long, fill up all the corners of your lungs. And when you're ready, sit up, maybe flutter your butterfly a little bit. And then you can either slide into a Shavasana or continue with your stretching as I will read us a card. Well done. I am at the center of peace. In peace, I live and move and experience life because I keep myself centered in inner peace. I have peace in my outer and inner world. I hope you have peace in your world. Thank you for sharing this class with me. I hope you feel rejuvenated and a little bit invigorated. So have a wonderful day.